It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So from the 37, here's second and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Niners at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that. And what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Here's second and 7. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
Throwing to start the drive. Wilkerson. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 22-yard line.
Mustang 19. Get it.
Looking to throw. Wilkerson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job. I continue to go in that direction because right now they get the defense back on their heels.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
65 catch, trap 50, trap 50. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
70. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Get set, get set. Yellow.
Here's Purdy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Look at this Baltimore defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Purdy off the play fake. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Get set, man, get set. Watch out.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there.
Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Here we go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Operating from the gun, Wilkerson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Ready?
The slot man in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 8.
Ravens 14, 49ers 6. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
At the 43-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
A gain of 7.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Purdy will look to throw again here. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers have come back to make it a 2-point game.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Fielded just inside the 20. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. The danger of a punt that good. A 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Yellow. Get set. Yellow.
Purdy looking to throw. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, 15-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
11. Panther 11.
A final shot before break. Wilkerson.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Wilkerson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Back to throw. Wilkerson.
And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything down. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go. Goddard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Outside start.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Purdy now to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 42. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
What's up?
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. 18. Yellow.
Now Purdy. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Yeah, he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
A quick throw complete into the flat-out left.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Come on, come on.
Operating from the gun, Wilkerson.
On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Ravens 21, 49ers 13.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he's down to the 12. Looking to throw. Purdy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
Niners will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Purdy will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Ravens 21, 49ers 19.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
Ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And this one is incomplete.
I've had some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
68-19 Lions.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilkerson. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. From a yard out.
And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
At the 49-yard line.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey.
Yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
This one caught by Kittle. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into a shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already.
Get it. Go.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, a 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Outside.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
If you're the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And the 49ers get the 1st down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and
Here's Purdy to throw.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing, Purdy.
And he's got a man wide San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged through it.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. They're going to win this football game. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Goddard. Well, he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Well, this was a very